Is it on? Is it on? Is it on? Wait a minute, I'm sticking here. Oh yeah, I think it's on. Well, if it's on, we're fine. Okay, I want to introduce myself. I'm a painter. I work here in the shop. I practically live here in the shop. I love to paint, and I think it's because of one word, lacquer thinner. I love it. I love the smell of it. It makes me feel good. Makes me feel so good. Well, anyhow, I'm not a professional motion picture taker like Sling King or Wolf or any of those guys on there, G-Man especially. I don't know a whole lot about no picture taking. But Cameron Roberts started this thread, and he's wanting people to send in these funny videos. I don't have time for that crap. I'm just going to be serious now. Serious. But I did watch one of the videos by Wolf. It was pretty funny. He's wearing a bra and he's going through a car wash. He started this whole thing off. Well, I think he's got this problem I saw on TV. It's called gynecomastia. When you take a drug and it somehow makes men grow breasts. I think he had to have the bra to hold him up, but actually he looked like he was doing all right with it. He was out in public, so I don't think he's going to be the worthy cause. And then there's G-Man. G-Man posted a video, and I don't have a long attention span. But I did watch that video. Man, it's hot in here. Whoa. I did watch that video from beginning to end. And then I think he made a mistake. I run across the video right after that. I think it was supposed to be private. But oh my God, his wife is unbelievably hot. Unbelievably hot. When those panties dropped to the floor, I had to run to the bathroom. I've only watched that video 243 times now, but I'll probably watch it again tonight after the wife goes to bed. My wife wanted to be in this video, but she just couldn't get in the video. I had this camera phone all the way back there to the wall, and you could get most of her, but not all of her, so she got ticked off and left, so I'm here by myself. So anyhow, I'm painting, that's what I do, and I get this call, this PM from this Mr. Cameron Roberts. Now that's not his real name, because nobody uses their real name on the forum except for me and that guy named Contact Tower. My mom always liked Contact Tower as a name, but she didn't name me, she named my brother Contact. Seen it. Well, anyhow, he wanted me to paint this slingshot. I said, what the hell slingshot? He said it's a motorcycle, but some people think it's a car, and some people believe it's like an automobile cycle. I think that's what they call it. An automobile cycle. I said, does it have 4 wheels? No, it's got 3 wheels. It's a trike. I've painted trikes before. Send it on down. It wasn't too long later that I got this call. There's this great big truck in my driveway with a big ass long trailer on it, and 2 of these good looking guys get out and they say, hey, we got a slingshot from Northern Virginia for you. In Northern Virginia, I think it's just right across the border. And it's COD. And I said, COD? I'm the only one that sends things COD. And they said, nope, it's Cameron Roberts from Northern Virginia. He sent this slingshot COD, and you owe us this bill. And he handed me this piece of paper. I like to drop. I went inside, and I had like $24.93. Not quite enough to pay the bill. So I got an 18-year-old daughter still living with us. She's pretty nice looking. She got a modeling job the other day. She's out, oh God, till maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning every morning, but she makes pretty good money. So anyhow, she come out, and she's good looking, and she's wearing the negligee and everything, because she just got out of bed, but she said, no, I don't have any money. I just gave it to my friend. So I said, well, I don't know what we're going to do. So she went over and talked to him for a while. I talked to him for a while. We got things worked out. She'll be back home in about a month. She wants to see the world, and I hope she sends me a postcard or two. But anyhow, I get this Slingshot in. I'm driving it down. It drives just like a car. But there's only one wheel in the back. I pull it in the shop here. I did this design back here because he said he wanted something like a smiley face on it. I said, well, I didn't know you knew that was my trademark. So anyhow, I got this smiley face on the Slingshot going out this thing. I take off all the body panels, and I said, man, this is some sort of alloy because these things are light. They're light as a feather. I take them all apart. I get my grinder out, just like I always do, and I start grinding, and I grind this panel, and look what happened. It just fell apart. Fell apart. Don't worry about it, Cameron. It'll be okay. I got a gallon of Bondo. It'll look like just like new. Don't worry about it. But these panels here, oh my God, they're plastic. Well, okay, they're plastic. Everything's plastic. Everything is plastic. So I had to go buy new paint because it's plastic, and I never paint plastic too much. But I had to get this newfangled stuff called Fusion. Now, I wondered why this Polaris Industries would build this thing out of plastic. And now, I was out shopping the other day, and I understood why, and I explained it to you. I usually like to shop at Walmart, but sometimes I just can't handle those high-priced places, so I go on to Dollar General or Dollar Tree, because everything's $1 at Dollar Tree. That's where I got this hat, which I bought one for CT, contact tower, looks just like, and he wears it all the time. So, anyhow, I go to Dollar Tree, and everything there, it doesn't matter what it is plastic. It's packaged in plastic, it's made of plastic, it's plastic plates, it's plastic forks, plastic spoons, plastic food, everything is plastic. Why is that? Well, that's how they can sell it for $1. So now the light came on in my head. The light came on, and I understand what the problem is with Polaris Industries, which is here in the United States of America. And this is a company in the United States of America. They couldn't afford steel. They made a frame out of steel. They got good looking wheels. They got a US motor. They got great transmission, I think. But everything else is plastic. So there's your problem. Let me take down this little big thing here. I'll take this down. I've got to save this for later. But you know, this is all plastic. This is all plastic. I hammered out a bunch of doorknobs I got from the trailer rentals. They're brass doorknobs, kind of antique looking, and I made these inserts here. Something's got to be metal, but I tell you what, I can't afford all those. There's a lot of money in them there doorknobs. So, anyhow, I'm looking this thing over, and you've got these red tubes here. The red tubes are all over the place. I mean, they got like a little motor on them. And they go up in there, and they got like a radiator for cool air. And then I figured it out. I bet he spent like $200 on these pipes to get some cold air into the footwells, because that's the big problem with the Slingshot. It's pretty hot on your feet. So he spent all this big money here getting cool air into his Slingshot, when he could have just used sump pump hose. I bought some for $15, did the trick. Thank you, Sam Owens. But instead, he had to be fancy and run these red pipes so that he's got cold air. But I met the man, and the only thing he ever wears is sandals and shorts. So I don't understand why he would have to have all this fancy schmancy piping. I think he needs a muffler too, because I started up and it's louder than it should be. Well, anyhow, this public service announcement is to raise some funds for a United States company called Polaris, who must be in financial straits because they're using plastic parts and daggone metric bolts, which I swore I'd never buy, but I had to go buy to get this thing apart. Metric bolts, and they need our help. So here's my suggestion. I want you to send some money. Now, I prefer cash or money order, if you would. And if you would send them to Pana, I can't spell very well, in care of Terre Haute Federal Pen, Highway 63 North, Terre Haute, Indiana. Attention motor pool. Attention motor pool, that's important. Now, if you want to use a credit card, just make sure you put your social security number and your 3 little digits on the back somewhere on the note, along with your card number, and we'll make sure that it goes through then. Don't worry about it, we're all trustworthy here. So anyhow, this Mr. Roberts, he got this thing going on here, and I'm painting, and I had a little airbrush to start, and the little airbrush is too small, so I got my bigger airbrush. Oh man, it works too. Well, anyhow, send your money to me, Pana, and help this Polaris Industries out. It's a US of A company, even though they use metric bolts. And we need to support our United States companies so they don't go to Virginia. Thank you, and I'm shutting it off now.